Sorry. Bust your chops further.
In the first situation, we just conclude that Eric doesn't know what's happened. That's fine. Today, I think there was more so a question of the intent and why that video got put up. I think that was a real question.
Yeah.
I mean, it for itself. I have nothing to. I know everything it said. I know everything I did. I know I didn't cross any ethical lines, and that's why I think this is ridiculous.
But like, if people hadn't have understood like why that conversation was happening, it would have seemed as if I was like actually entertaining coming to you, and that is like the perception.
Listen, I did not cut it to make it look like that, Courtney. If it looked like that, people weren't listening to the words. None of your words said that. None of your words said that.
It like that. Did you not position it as though you totally could have got on her, and that is a informative, educational video?
I totally could have gotten on her had she been signaled.
Not cut out pieces of it too.
And look, the fact that I'm saying that could be my low self-esteem trying to cover for myself. It could be any number of things, right? There's no reason to hold me so utterly accountable, Nick. There's no reason to hold me so utterly accountable that my conversation after the conversation is one in which I indulge in a little self-aggrandizement. Perhaps my ego's wounded. I don't know. The point is, it's not relevant to this conversation because it's not in the video that got put up there, which is what she's complaining about in the first place.
All right.
The perception that you placed on the internet, if people did not understand the past, for one, the reason that
it would make you look worse, Courtney. We've already been over this.
I have done.
I will concede I might have misunderstood it, but there was something to misunderstand, okay? And that's it.
And also the stupid, pathetic comments from Taylor, too.
Okay, but I can't. I'm not responsible for Taylor, okay? Taylor's responsible for Taylor, not me.
You guys are both pathetic.
Okay, well, that may be the case, but you've not answered anything I've said here.
It's the case, yeah.
But you've not answered anything I've said, though.
You haven't asked me anything.
No, I've answered your points, and you've not responded to my answers. You've not conceded that I'm right. You've not.
I don't think I should have. Maybe I should have realized, like, the perception that video could have held. If people didn't understand, like, my subjective.
You would perceive it to be anything other than what your words and my words said. The words we said, neither of us said anything wrong at all.
Don't put me in your videos anymore. Done. No more videos with me.
Courtney, you're putting yourself in one right now.
If you're going to cut out pieces of the video and mold it in such a way that it makes you look better, I don't want to be involved in that.
That is not what happened.
I've got shit to do now.
Okay, well, you're making a video right now with me.
Well, you better not put it on the internet.
Courtney, it publishes automatically.
On the fucking Raw channel with like your most popular videos get like what, 300 views? Probably like 100 from you.
She just means don't cut this one up and put it on the internet, please.
But I will if I want to, though. That's the purpose of this thing.
No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be.
You shouldn't be having this conversation in here.
I do not want to be on your YouTube, Eric.
Then you shouldn't be in here.
I know. I'm going to find a new community.
Okay,
or come in here whenever
you're making raw footage that I get to use. That's why it's here.
I do not want to be in any more of your videos. You told me whenever I became a part of this community.
You're giving me more raw material I could use if I wanted.
Any of the videos. I don't like the videos that you posted. I don't want public.
Courtney, then you shouldn't be having this conversation here.
Well, right, but the raw room.
I don't want to be in your fucking videos, Eric. Get it through your fucking head.
Courtney,
do not post any more of your shitty fucking weird perception management videos of grandizing Eric's delusion of him being some kind of genius.
Where have you placed yourself right now?
I do not want to be in your fucking videos.
Then
do you understand me?
There's a little X you can click right there.
You're pathetic and sad. I feel bad for you, Eric.
Oh my god, that was stupid.
Well, I know what I'm making tonight. Yes, I'm making a super fun video. That's right.
I felt sorry for her, but that was just dumb.
Man, I see so many different points of view on this. It's fucking hurting.
Well, unfortunately, none of them can successfully tell me anything I did wrong.
You don't think so?
Nobody can articulate one that withstands any scrutiny because I was careful how I spoke.
I will concede all your arguments really quickly and then provide a whole different framework which you are completely ignoring. Are your arguments right? Are your arguments right? Yes, Eric.
This is another example of stupid people needing to be protected from themselves.
Who, Courtney?
Also, Susanna, you haven't battled Eric before. He gets you worked up. No, you haven't. Not at a.
You really haven't, Susie.
No,
not
maybe
at a
not.
character. Not at a character attack, and it will make you. He has a good way of stifling your TI, because a really good TI person, a real good TI person,
recorded in that case.
Well, a real good TI person with not as strong NE will say, "Okay, shit. Let me. I'm trying to respond, but everything he said, I have to parse out, and it is true. Well, what do I do here?"
I'm gonna go on repeat and say, "You're a loser. You're a loser. You're a loser. You're a loser. You're a loser."
Well, does it not make sense why that could happen?
No.
It's frustrating. I don't know that you would react the way that you think you would react if you were in a personal.
Susie would never be that wrong. Susie would never be that wrong. Not in a million years.
I wouldn't.
She wouldn't care as much.
No, I wouldn't.
Listen, the problem here is I didn't do anything wrong. What I said to Jay and Courtney was correct. Look, if we're all relatively actualized here, the way this plays out is I don't give a fuck. Jay's totally unthreatened. And you feel sort of flattered, maybe, or don't care. Whatever. Because we understand it as part of an ongoing discursive evolution process.
How do you feel? Was it meant to prop you up, and was it positioned as something more than it was, as far as in your favor with the perception of how it landed?
First of all, how could it possibly be the case that I positioned it to make it look like she was considering coming out here when not a single one of her words indicated that? Now, if she looks like that, it's because of her body language. I did not edit for body language. I can promise you that.
And we know that how.
She was flattered and she didn't want to admit it.
Because we know that how? Because I am literally
and body language concrete and
because I am literally when I'm editing that shit, I'm editing it on audio only. Like I have the video up here really small if I need to check it for something, but I'm doing the narrative editing just with the audio. I'm doing it in Premiere Pro, but I'm only editing listening to the audio.
I know. I think that you this was going through your mind as you were editing it, and why you put it up, and why you deemed it as educational piece, and why you had the certain jargon about it after it went up. And to say anything else is an insult to my intelligence, personally. It's so incredibly evident to me. This is beyond the. I'm not arguing against you that you're a bad person. You did something wrong. But don't try and come at me saying that shit isn't true when I know.
Don't tell me I tried to. Don't tell me I made it look like anything other than what it was.
Lied about everything you said up after that.
What?
The way that you placed it, the way that you positioned it, and even the video you just made where we'll do things on a whim and then we'll figure out a way to argue for it so it seems less arbitrary or something. That's what you did. And you do it well. That's why I'm not going to say anything.
Listen, you can only do it well if you didn't make mistakes in the first place. The reason I can do it well is because I said all the right shit in real time, even though I had none of this in my head at the time.
I know.
So, in other words, the reason I can sweep well is because I actually did it right. I didn't do anything wrong.
Oh. I'm speaking.
It was so easy to make any number of diction mistakes there that would have caused me a shitload of problems. I would have had all kinds of argumentation struggles. But I didn't make those mistakes.
Then you fully were convinced that she wanted to get on you and that you had a chance of.
I meant what I said in the video. It was irrelevant to me. I operated with the assumption that all women are available, and if I find out otherwise, fine.
What I said.
You said I wanted to get on her and blah 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 blah.
The conclusion was that video was this is an educational piece.
Yeah.
That shows how I'm gonna approach women because I could totally get on Courtney now. That was my pregame.
Okay, well, but my point about the educational video was, first of all, it's teaching me what I'm doing wrong when I'm making mistakes. Okay, so in fact, I sat down and Taylor and I watched it together, and he gave me critiques. Basically said, "Don't let yourself get into a debate like that." And I said, "Yeah, okay," but then I also said, "But that became the point of this pretty quickly, was to argue a reframing of human reproductive habits." And there's a whole part 2 that's fucking more and more of the analysis of the nature of relationships in general that's detached from me and Courtney entirely. That's the other thing is I plan to put it up, but I had to recut that part because I fucking had stupid data loss thing where I thought I had lost both sequences because I didn't understand it's complicated to explain. But anyway, I had to recut the second one if I want to use it. So because I lost the cut.
Really happening. I need to stop. What I got to do is applaud both sides. If Courtney didn't think she was going to get involved in something like this, being on an online chat room with a bunch of ENTPs who take speed, then shame on her. Especially being shame on her. And if
calling me a meth head, I am not a meth head, Missy. I'm a speed addict. Okay, there's a big difference.
So it's inevitable. It's inevitable. And to say don't put me up on your YouTube when I'm on your YouTube to begin with, that's craziness.
I think Taylor's.
And you did just demolish everything and say, here's my logic, suck on it. And it was strong. So I have to concede all those points.
But still mushy feelings.
Huh?
But still mushy feelings?
I mean,
yeah,
it's
okay.
I have to reframe it for myself. It's inevitable that such a thing is going to happen.
Yeah, it's inevitable. And also, remember, I'm engaged in my own growth arc. I am not perfect. I do make some mistakes.
Hold on. This is based on the assumption that you're going to look at this in a couple days and figure it all out, what you fucked up on, because there's clear missteps, and I have faith that it's going to happen.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to look at it in a couple days. She made me take it down. Well, I agreed to take it down. She didn't make me.
Huh?
I said, well, I agreed to take it down. She didn't make me. But the thing is, what this is ultimately for me is much more important as a discursive art event than it is as a personal thing. I don't give a fuck. I don't really care about getting on Courtney at all. I mean, if she had said, "Yeah, I want to come out there, buy me a plane ticket," I'd have been like, right now? Can we put it out for a couple months? Because I don't want to have to buy a plane ticket that's like next week. It's going to be too expensive. It would have been like that if she actually said, come out here. Can we? Okay, I'll buy the plane ticket, Dave. Can we make it for like, let's see, July 3rd? Yeah, that's how it would have gone down if she had been down. It wasn't like I actually was thinking, oh, I'm going to get Courtney out here and vet her ass. If I did get her out here, I would, but I was just playing with a new toy. Oh, I can say shit like this now, and I didn't even make me blink twice. Like a year ago, I would have been like, okay, you're gonna ask her,
and for that,
you gotta be really careful. You gotta say something to her, and you guys, okay, tell her she's pretty.
Other than Courtney,
what?
If there's anybody other than Courtney, I would have been like way more on your side on that shit. Because I'm an ENFJ.
He feels bad for Courtney.